Hello guys, welcome back or welcome to my channel. This video was kind of late since ArtFi did end a little bit ago, but I thought it'd be better late than never, so I still wanted to make the video. But this video is just talking about my first year experience participating in ArtFi, and I just wanted to share some of my attacks that I did, some of my favorite attacks, and just like my experience. But before we get started, I want to give a shout out to everyone that drew art for my characters, but there's quite a few, so I'm going to kind of speed run it. These are all of my OCs that I put on my profile for ArtFi. Beforehand, none of them had like character sheets, so it is nice that I have them now. Besides January and Pat, because I added them onto my profile later when I wanted more characters, so I didn't really have time to officially make them one. But if you like any of my characters and want to draw them, you can tag me on Instagram. I'd love to see anything you guys come up with. But anyways, let's get into the actual speed paints. Before art fight, I don't know why that's been so hard for me to say. Art fight started, I was low-key going through like this massive art block where I just didn't draw for a long time because everything I drew like looked bad. So when I heard about it, I was like, oh, this might help to give me inspiration. I don't remember how I heard of Art Fight. It might have been, I think it was an Instagram mutual, or I saw it on TikTok. But then somebody on my YouTube commented and was like, are you on Art Fight? I love your character, or something like that. And I was like, Art Fight? And so then I started looking into it and I saw it and it like looked really fun. And I love to draw other people's art in my style to see the difference. And I really like drawing other people's characters because it's not as much work as also designing a character. But at the very beginning of Art Fight, I was super motivated. I drew like a bunch the first day and like the first couple weeks, but I was super motivated, so that's when I drew like the bulk of my attacks. Then towards the end, I started to get super busy and not have as much time, so my motivation for it kind of just like fizzled out. But my goal was to just start establishing a new and updated art style, because during my art block, I just hated everything I drew. But I'm really starting to get into more cartoonish features and using a lot of shape language. So I tried to keep, I tried my best to keep that relevant throughout a lot of the art. So if it looks kind of like simplified, that's why. But I don't know, I was just playing around with it. But during the speed paints, if any of the characters have descriptions written about them, I'll read them off to kind of give some context of the character if there is any. But for the bunny character I just drew, there was no information. It just said that it was the creator's persona, which I'll put the @ in name of the character on the screen when her time lapse is on. Also, I'm really sorry. I'm bad at like pronouncing things, so if I say anything wrong, I'm really sorry. But the character I'm currently drawing, their name is Vespera. It's gonna be on the screen, but Vespera from the_collector, and they didn't have any information about the character either. But a common theme throughout Art Fight was that I drew a lot of zombie characters. I don't know why. I've been so obsessed with zombie characters. My OC January, oh my gosh. I've been drawing her so much. I was so excited when so many people drew her, because I think that was the bulk of my character. Like that was like, I don't know how to word it, like the most popular character people drew was like my zombie character. So anyways, this is actually my friend's character. She was a cutie, so I had to draw her, but her name is Trini. I am probably not saying any of these characters right, but Trini. It's gonna be on the screen anyways. But and then the description says, was turned into a zombie during the apocalypse and now lives in Finnegan's Church. She is a super energetic party type of character. I'm kind of talking a lot, so low-key some of the stuff I'm saying is not lining up with the footage. I'm very sorry. But let me read the description before the time lapse ends. Anyways, this character is by MFXXX. I do not see the name for the character. From planet Slilk, a blue Zilly named Sulk has been taken from her family and locked away. With no food, she turns to cannibalism, chunks of her blue flesh bitten away. Her siblings, Sublek, a green Zilly, has been trying to find her for a while now. Though with Sulk being gone for 12 years now, Sublek has been left with no hope. So, really interesting character. But this is actually one of my favorite of my art fights I drew. I just think it came out so cute, and the way I picked characters was I went through like the Discover page, and I was scrolling, and I saw Fraggle Rock. I was like, oh my gosh, I love Fraggle Rock. I watched it all the time when I was little, so I was like, I have to draw that. But this character is by Fish with 2 eyes _ and it says, Oogie is a tinkerer / crafter who uses lost objects and trinkets in their projects. Their love language is gift giving, and they often give the crafts they make to their friends. But yeah, I love Fraggle Rock, so I had to draw this. And I don't know, like the style was a little different than what I was used to, but I thought it was like really cute and, you know, kind of cartoony, so it was like kind of perfect. But with all of these, I'm pretty sure I did them all in the span of like 2 days, honestly. I did a bunch like the first week, and then I kind of got like, you know, but yeah. This is probably one of the artworks that I'm the most proud of from Art Fight. I just think it's so cute, like the setting and everything. I saw them and they were like, oh, these like vintagey characters, and so I thought of Archie's comic, and so I went on Pinterest and I found that image and I was like, oh my gosh, it would be perfect. But yeah, the character's description says Dahlia is as confident as she is beautiful. She's in love with her partner Henry Wolf, who she solves the top cases in New York City alongside. She's a cat-dog hybrid, otherwise known as a mutt. And then, as I just said, it says, a gumshoe detective with substance use problems. Neurotic, stubborn, and old-fashioned. In love with his partner Dahlia. He's a cat-dog hybrid called a mutt. But yeah, I love those characters. They're so stinking cute. This next character is by Bree's Chaotic Dreams. I didn't see a character description, but I thought she was so cute, and I don't really draw like older characters, so I really just wanted to give it a try, and I really liked the skirt and just the colors and how it was like more simple, but I really liked everything about it, so decided to draw it. For all the artworks, I did try to give them unique and kind of complex backgrounds without it like taking a bunch of time to like draw a whole like setting, so yeah, I feel like this one came out really cute. Some of the other ones are a little like too simple, I feel like, but yeah, I tried. Here we are back with the zombie girls. I freaking love them. I love them so much. Sorry if you just heard my finger crack. That was kind of gross. But this character is by Live, Laugh, Love, Liam. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. She's so stinking cute. I love zombie girls, if that is not clear. But they're just so fun because everyone always gives them like fun patterns and clothes and hair, especially the ones that are kind of inspired by scene. I really like. I've low-key like ran out of things to say, but I'm pretty sure this character and the next character I drew, I think I did them back to back, but they were like my peak motivation, where I was like, rah, 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 like not whipping these things out. That's not the like right word. Cranking these things out. I don't think it's a much better word, but like getting them out there, posting them. Yeah. Alongside the other one I said was one of my favorites, this one's also one of my favorites. While I was drawing it, I was kind of like, oh my god, I might not even like post it. It's so ugly, and I didn't want to like draw their character ugly, you know? Like, I didn't like the background at first because I was trying to go with something more abstract, but then I like refined it, and I think it turned out really cute, and I really like the posing and the shapes on this one. This is really what I want my art style to look like, what I'm really like striving towards. This character is by Ragdoll Dance _. She was so cute. I really like drawing with pinks and like her dress was cute, the style was cute. So I mean, she's not super complicated or anything, but I really did have fun drawing her. She's cute. Also, when I went back to get the screenshot of the character image that the original artist put on their profile, it's a different image. So I'm really sorry that my drawing does not match the updated version, but I tried to make it as accurate as possible to the original. So this is another character that I saw scrolling on the Discover page, and I was like, oh my gosh, I need to draw that. She's so stinking cute. She's by Rookie Bat, and the description just says inspired by an antique toy I own. It says circa 1965, and I'll insert a picture of the antique toy because it's so cute. But I just really like the style and the vintagey type thing. And yes, I did give it the same couch as one of my other ones. I was just really obsessed with drawing a couch. Like I drew it and I was like, wow, this is really fun. Let's draw another couch. And then I drew a couch for this one, and you know, I think it's cute. It turned out good. And here's a little shout out to some other art fight artworks I did, just because I didn't want to put the whole speed paint for the artwork, but I did want to show them at the end. So yeah. Overall, this year for Art Fight, it was a lot of fun. It's definitely a bit stressful at times, but I honestly thought it was super fun, and I'm definitely going to be doing it next year. I really enjoyed drawing other people's characters, getting artwork of my characters. Yeah, I definitely recommend joining Art Fight next year if you have not done it before, because it's super fun and it's something to do in your free time, especially if you have art block like I did. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe, like, and go follow my TikTok, Instagram, and I also have a Pinterest. So yeah, thank you guys.